and welcome to this week's edition of MACTalk. At MACTalk, what we do is we talk about things that deal with motivation, accomplishment, and competence. And today what we're going to look at is how to get your big ideas recognized by your boss. You know, the challenge that most of us face is that we have no shortage of great ideas. The big problem is how do we get them to somebody who will take them serious and be able to put them into action. For the majority of us, that means our boss. Well, to be able to have it done, you have to think through the lens of the boss themselves. A number of years ago, there was a TV show known as The Twilight Zone. Maybe some of you remember it. One of the episodes I remember was about a guy who worked in an office building, and he had lots and lots of ideas. He'd always stuff the suggestion box. And one day he got called into the boss's office, and he thought, this is my opportunity. I'm going to really do it well. So the boss told him, listen, I brought you in here because you make a lot of suggestions. And he starts to read them. He says, here's one of them, make hot dogs flat so they fit into hamburger buns. And then the other suggestion was have soldiers carry life rafts in their backpacks they could inflate, and then you wouldn't need a bridge. The boss then tells the employee, our company makes women's foundation garments. What does that have to do with it? And the employee says, that's where I'm going. We have to expand. We got to think big. I want you to think about that. And the boss says, I have thought about it. You're fired. We don't want that to happen to us, and yet we don't want our good ideas to be washed away. So here's what I'm going to suggest. Number one, figure out if your idea fits the company's main purpose. Secondly, figure out how your boss is wired. Is your boss someone that likes to see numbers and data? Is your boss someone that likes to look at the big picture? Is your boss someone that's very busy and has a short attention span? Whatever that is, you need to learn to speak the boss's language. Majority of them speak the language of money. So what you implement, number one, does it fit the big picture? Number two, does it cost something? And if it does cost something, what is the potential value for what we spend? Put it in the format your boss would recognize. Does it need to be in an email? Do you need a one-on-one? And finally, align people with you who have the power to be able to make that happen. What I don't want you to do is to leave your company and take your good ideas with you. I hope your company appreciates them. I'm always in the market for great ideas too, and I hope that you are. So with that, as you think about this week, do what you can to be able to get the attention of your boss with those great ideas by learning to see if, number one, they fit the company, and number two, you speak the language of your boss. That's it for this week's edition of MACTalk. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time.